Hey Pisces, I need to talk to you about something intense that is showing up in your reading right now. I have been pulling cards for you, and the energy coming through is honestly wild. There is this person in your life, and what they are doing behind the scenes is absolutely unhinged. I am talking about someone who cannot handle the fact that you are thriving, that you are moving on, that you are living your life without them having any control over you anymore. And what I am seeing in the cards is that they are literally losing their mind over you. Like they are running from one spiritual worker to another, trying to get results, trying to manipulate energy, trying to force something that the universe already closed the door on. They are so desperate, and the cards are showing me that karma is about to deliver something they never saw coming. This reading is going to show you exactly what is happening in the spiritual realm around you. And why you might have been feeling strange energy lately. I pulled 10 cards for you, and each one is revealing a piece of this wild story. So let us get into it, because you need to know what is really going on. The first card I pulled for you is the Devil and Wow Pisces. This card is telling me everything I need to know about who this person is and what kind of energy they are operating in. The Devil represents obsession, bondage, unhealthy attachments, and manipulation. This person is completely trapped in their own toxic patterns, and they cannot break free. They are obsessed with you in a way that is honestly disturbing. What I am seeing here is that this person wakes up thinking about you, goes to sleep thinking about you, and spends their entire day consumed by thoughts of you. But this is not love, Pisces. This is possession. This is someone who sees you as something they owned, and they cannot accept that you walked away. The Devil is showing me that they are in spiritual bondage to this obsession, and it is eating them alive from the inside out. The really interesting thing about the Devil card is that it represents being chained. But if you look closely at the traditional imagery, those chains around the necks of the figures are loose. They could remove them at any time, but they choose not to. This person is choosing to stay in this obsessive state. They are choosing to remain attached to you energetically, even though you have already moved on. They are choosing to keep feeding this unhealthy fixation instead of doing the work to heal and release. And here is where it gets really intense. The Devil also represents manipulation and control through fear or desire. This person has been trying to use spiritual manipulation to keep you bound to them. They have been going to practitioners, psychics, root workers, anyone who will take their money and promise them results. They are trying to use spiritual means to force you back into their life or to keep you thinking about them. They are trying to manipulate the energy between you because they cannot handle the fact that you have free will and you chose to walk away. But Pisces, here is what they do not understand. The Devil card in your reading is not about you being trapped. It is about them being trapped. You already broke free. You already removed those chains. You already walked away from the toxic dynamic and reclaimed your power. This card is showing up to reveal what they are going through, not what you are going through. You are free and they are still in prison, still obsessed, still trying to manipulate reality, because they cannot accept the truth. What is also coming through with the Devil is that this person is dealing with their own demons. They have unresolved trauma, deep insecurity, control issues, and they projected all of that onto your connection. Instead of looking inward and doing the shadow work, they are looking outward and trying to control external circumstances. They think if they can just get you back, if they can just make you stay, then they will finally feel whole. But it does not work that way. And the universe is about to teach them that lesson in a major way. The Devil is also about materialism and being trapped in the physical world without understanding spiritual laws. This person thinks they can buy their way into results. They think money exchanged for a spell or a working is going to override your free will and the karmic contracts between you. They do not understand that the universe operates on a much higher level than transactional magic. They do not understand that you cannot force someone to love you or stay with you through manipulation. Real love does not work that way. and karma is keeping receipts on every single thing they are trying to do. I am also getting that this person might be dealing with addictive behaviors. The devil rules addictions of all kinds, and they might be using substances, alcohol, or other escapes to avoid dealing with the pain of losing you. They are numbing themselves because facing the reality is too painful. But all of these escape mechanisms are just digging them deeper into the hole they are already in. The more they try to avoid the truth, the worse their situation becomes. This card is also telling me that they are in a very dark mental and emotional state right now. The devil represents the shadow self, the parts of ourselves we do not want to acknowledge. This person is being confronted with their worst qualities right now. They are seeing their jealousy, their possessiveness, their need for control, their manipulative tendencies, and it is too much for them to handle. Instead of using this as an opportunity for growth and transformation, they are doubling down on the toxic behaviors. They are going deeper into darkness instead of reaching for the light. The energy of the devil is heavy, dense, and suffocating. This person feels trapped in their own life and they think getting you back will set them free. But that is the illusion of the devil card. They are their own jailer. They hold the key to their own freedom, but they refuse to use it. They would rather stay chained to this obsession with you than do the work to heal themselves and move forward. And that is exactly why karma is about to hit them so hard. The universe is going to force the awakening they are refusing to choose for themselves. The second card that came out is Justice in Pisces. When I saw this card appear right after the devil, I literally got chills because the universe is telling you something very specific. Justice is card number 12 in the tarot, and it represents karmic balance, cause and effect, truth being revealed, and accountability. This card is showing me that everything this person has been doing in the dark is about to come to light, and they are about to face the consequences of their actions. Justice does not play favorites. Justice does not care about excuses or justifications. Justice looks at the facts, weighs the evidence, and delivers the appropriate outcome based on what was earned. This person has been operating from a place of deception, manipulation, and spiritual interference. They have been trying to mess with your energy, trying to send things your way, trying to manipulate circumstances to their benefit. And justice is saying that every single one of those actions is being recorded in the cosmic ledger and payment is coming due. What is really powerful about justice appearing in this reading is the timing. This card is telling me that we are at a karmic completion point. The scales have been tipping in their favor for a while because sometimes karma allows people enough rope to hang themselves with. Sometimes the universe lets people keep digging themselves deeper and deeper so that when the karmic correction comes, it is undeniable and it is complete. This person has been getting away with their behavior for long enough, and now the scales are about to balance. Justice is also about truth. This card is telling me that lies are about to be exposed. If this person has been talking badly about you, spreading rumors, playing victim while casting themselves as the innocent party, all of that is about to crumble. People are going to see them for who they really are. The mask is going to slip, and their true nature is going to be revealed to everyone around them. Justice brings truth to light, and truth does not care about convenience or comfort. Truth just is, and it is about to be undeniable in this situation. I am also getting that justice represents legal matters and official outcomes. If there are any legal entanglements between you and this person, if there are contracts, custody agreements, financial settlements, anything that involves official documentation or legal proceedings, this card is saying that justice will prevail. You do not need to worry about them manipulating the system or lying their way into a favorable outcome. The truth will come out and the right outcome will manifest. Justice is on your side because you have been operating with integrity, while they have been operating from deception. The really beautiful thing about justice in tarot is that it is often depicted with a sword in one hand and scales in the other. The sword represents mental clarity, the cutting away of illusions, and the sharp edge of truth. The scales represent balance and fairness. This card is telling me that any confusion or fog around this situation is about to be cut through. You are going to see clearly what has been happening and why, and the balance that has been off for so long is about to be restored. What they took from you will be returned. What they owe you will be paid. What they tried to steal will come back to you multiplied. Justice is also connected to the sign of Libra, which is all about balance, harmony, relationships, and fairness. This card appearing in your reading is telling me that the relationship dynamics that were skewed and unhealthy are being corrected by the universe. You gave more than you received. You loved more than you were loved. You showed up while they played games. And justice is saying that the cosmic balance is about to shift dramatically to correct all of that imbalance. What I am also picking up with justice is that this person truly believed they could get away with their actions. They thought that because their manipulations were happening in the spiritual realm or behind closed doors, there would be no consequences. They thought they could play dirty and you would never know. They thought they could send negative energy your way and karma would not notice. But justice is here to tell them that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Every manipulation, every lie, every bit of spiritual interference has created a karmic debt, and that debt is about to be collected with interest. This card is also about integrity and doing the right thing. You have been operating with a clear conscience, Pisces. You walked away when you needed to. You set boundaries when they were necessary. You protected your peace even when it was difficult. You chose yourself even when they tried to make you feel guilty for it. And justice is acknowledging all of that. Justice is saying that your integrity is about to be rewarded, while their lack of integrity is about to be exposed and corrected. The timing with justice can be very specific. I am seeing that within a relatively short period, you are going to witness or hear about something that makes it very clear that karma has caught up with them. This might come in the form of news reaching you, something you observe, or a direct experience that shows you that the universe has handled what you could not handle yourself. Justice moves in divine timing, and that divine timing is now. The third card I pulled is Nine of Wands in Pisces. This card is speaking directly to your energy and what you have been through. Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior, the person who has been through battle after battle and is still standing. This card shows someone who is scarred, tired, maybe a little wary, but absolutely not defeated. That is you, Pisces. You have been through so much with this person and this situation, but you are still here, and you are still strong. Nine of Wands is telling me that you have been defending yourself, protecting your energy, and maintaining your boundaries, even when it has been exhausting. You have been the bigger person over and over again. You have taken the high road when you could have gone low. You have protected your peace when they have tried to disturb it. You have stayed in your integrity when they have been operating without any. And this card is acknowledging the strength that has required from you. What is really important about Nine of Wands is that it represents someone who is battle-tested. You are not naive anymore, Pisces. You are not the person you were when this connection started. You have learned so much through this experience. You have learned about red flags and warning signs. You have learned about manipulation tactics and love bombing and all the games that toxic people play. You have learned how to trust your intuition and how to protect your energy. You have learned what you will and will not tolerate. And all of that wisdom came at a cost, but it has made you so much stronger. This card is also telling me that you have been feeling the energetic attacks. Nine of Wands represents someone who is aware that there are still challenges, still opposition, still people who wish them harm. You have sensed that they are trying to mess with your energy. Maybe you have been having strange dreams, or feeling drained for no reason, or experiencing unusual anxiety or negative thoughts that do not feel like they are coming from you. That is because they are not coming from you. Someone has been trying to send things your way and you have been feeling it. But here is what Nine of Wands is also telling me. You have been protecting yourself. Whether you have been consciously doing protection work or your own spiritual team has been running interference, or you have just been maintaining such a high vibration that their low vibration attacks cannot land, you have been protected. Nine of Wands shows someone with defensive energy up, and those defenses have been working. Whatever they have been sending your way has not been able to penetrate your field in any lasting way. You might feel it temporarily, but it does not stick, because you are not a vibrational match for that energy anymore. I am also getting that Nine of Wands is telling you to keep your guard up just a little longer. This is not about living in fear or being paranoid. This is about being wise and discerning. When justice delivers its karmic correction and they face the consequences of their actions, there may be a moment where they try to reach out to you again. They might try to apologize or explain or manipulate their way back into your life. Nine of Wands is saying, stay strong, remember what you know about them, and do not let temporary emotions override your hard-won wisdom. This card is also about perseverance. You have come so far, Pisces. You have healed so much. You have reclaimed so much of your power. You have rebuilt so much of your life. Nine of Wands is telling you that you are almost at the finish line of this particular chapter. You are in the final stretch. Just keep going. Keep protecting your peace. Keep honoring your boundaries. Keep trusting the process. The victory is closer than you think. Nine of Wands also speaks to resilience. This person thought that by attacking your energy, by trying to manipulate circumstances, by going to multiple spiritual workers, they could break you down. They thought they could wear you down until you came back to them. They thought they could make your life so uncomfortable that staying away from them would be harder than being with them. But they miscalculated badly. They did not understand how strong you really are. They did not understand that every challenge just made you more resilient. They did not understand that you would rather stand alone in your power than sit in comfort with someone who disrespects you. What is also coming through with Nine of Wands is that you have support, even if you cannot always see it. This card often shows up when someone has spiritual protection, guardian angels, ancestors, or guides who are watching over them. You are not alone in this, Pisces. There are forces on your side that are much more powerful than anything this person could conjure up or pay someone to send your way. Your spiritual team has been working overtime to keep you safe, and the message is that you should trust that protection is real and it is effective. The fourth card is Judgment. And when this card appeared, I knew this reading was about a major karmic moment. Judgment is card number 21 in the major arcana, and it represents resurrection, awakening, karmic reckoning, past actions coming back around, and major life transitions. This card is telling me that we are at a moment of cosmic accountability, and this person is about to experience their awakening, whether they are ready for it or not. Judgment is often depicted as an angel blowing a trumpet and souls rising from their graves. It represents the moment when you can no longer hide from the truth, when you can no longer avoid the consequences of your choices, when everything you have done in the dark comes to light. This person has been living in denial and delusion, but Judgment is the card that shatters all illusions. They are about to be confronted with the raw, unfiltered truth of who they are and what they have done. What is powerful about Judgment in this context is that it represents irreversible change. This is not a minor correction or a small lesson. This is a complete transformation that is forced upon someone when they refuse to evolve voluntarily. This person had many opportunities to change, to grow, to take accountability, and to make better choices. They ignored all of those opportunities. So now the universe is stepping in with judgment, and this time there is no ignoring it, no running from it, no manipulating their way out of it. Judgment is also about being called to account. Imagine standing before a cosmic judge and jury where every thought, every intention, every action is visible and cannot be denied. That is the energy of this card. This person is being called to account for everything they have done, every spell they paid for to try to manipulate you, every lie they told about you, every time they tried to interfere with your peace, every moment they operated from jealousy, obsession, or control. All of it is on the record, and they are about to answer for it. I am also getting that Judgment represents a public reckoning. This is not karma happening quietly behind the scenes where only they know about it. This is karma happening in a way that others will witness. Their community, their family, their social circle, people who believed their version of events are about to see the truth. The exposure that comes with judgment is often one of the most difficult aspects because it means losing face, losing respect, losing the reputation they tried so hard to maintain while behaving terribly in private. Judgment is also connected to the concept of rebirth and resurrection, but you have to die to the old self first in order to be reborn. This person is about to experience the death of their ego, the death of their false self, the death of the persona they presented to the world. It is going to be painful for them. It is going to feel like everything is falling apart, but that destruction is necessary for them to have any chance at real growth and transformation. Sometimes the universe has to break us down completely before we can be built back up into who we are meant to be. What is also coming through with judgment is that this is a point of no return. After this karmic correction, things will never be the same for them. They will never be able to go back to the way things were. Their life is about to look completely different. Relationships that enabled their behavior will fall away. Circumstances that allowed them to avoid accountability will shift. The comfort and security they had will be disrupted. Judgment brings massive change, and that change is permanent. This card is also telling me that you are being released from this karmic cycle. Judgment does not just apply to them, it applies to the entire situation. You are being called forward into a new chapter of your life. You are being released from the energetic ties that have bound you to this person and this drama. You are being given a fresh start, a clean slate, an opportunity to move into a completely new reality that is not colored by this past connection. Judgment is closing the door on this chapter so firmly that there is no reopening it. The timing of judgment is often quite sudden. This is not a slow burn karma. This is a lightning strike karma. One day, they are going along thinking they are getting away with everything, and the next day, their world is turned upside down. The change comes swiftly and dramatically with judgment. If you have been wondering when you are going to see karma catch up with them, this card is saying very soon, and it will be undeniable when it happens. The fifth card that appeared is the Empress, and this card is such a beautiful contrast to the heavy energy of what this person is going through. The Empress represents abundance, creativity, nurturing, feminine power, growth, and prosperity. While they are facing their karmic reckoning, you are about to step into a period of incredible abundance and growth. The universe is not just removing what is toxic from your life, it is replacing it with blessings. The Empress is telling me that your life is about to flourish in ways you have not experienced before. This could show up as career opportunities, financial abundance, creative projects taking off, new relationships forming, or simply a general sense of well-being and contentment that has been missing. The Empress represents the full bloom of potential, and you are entering your blooming season, Pisces. What is really significant about the Empress appearing in this reading is the contrast it provides. While this person is desperately trying to manipulate energy and force outcomes, you are naturally attracting blessings because you are in alignment with the universe. The Empress does not have to force or manipulate anything. She simply is, and abundance flows to her. That is the energy you are stepping into. You do not need to chase, force, or manipulate anything. You just need to be open to receive, and the universe will bring what is meant for you. The Empress also represents self-worth and knowing your value. Part of why you are entering this abundant phase is because you finally recognized your worth and refused to accept less than you deserve. You walked away from someone who did not value you properly. You stopped accepting crumbs when you deserve a feast. You stopped shrinking yourself to make someone else comfortable. You stopped giving more than you received. And now the Empress is appearing to show you what happens when you honor your worth. The universe honors it too, and brings you people and opportunities that match that recognition. I am also getting that the Empress is about creation. You are in a highly creative period right now, or about to enter one. This could be literal creative projects like art, music, writing, or business ventures. Or it could be about creating the life you want, manifesting the reality you desire, building something meaningful. The Empress has the Midas touch, where everything she focuses on grows and thrives. That is your energy right now. Whatever you put your attention and energy toward is going to flourish. The Empress is also deeply connected to nature, cycles, and divine timing. This card is reminding you to trust the natural unfolding of your life. Just like you cannot force a flower to bloom faster than it is meant to, you cannot force your blessings to arrive before their appointed time, but you also do not need to worry because the Empress assures you that everything is growing beneath the surface, even when you cannot see it yet. Your harvest season is coming, and it is going to be abundant. What is also beautiful about the Empress is that it represents nurturing and care. This card is encouraging you to nurture yourself right now. Take care of your body, feed your soul, engage in activities that bring you joy and peace. The more you pour into yourself, the more abundance will flow to you. The Empress knows that you cannot pour from an empty cup, so she makes sure her own cup is always overflowing first. That is your assignment right now. Fill yourself up so completely that you overflow with good energy and good things. The Empress also represents the divine feminine, which is about receiving, intuition, flow, and magnetism. You are stepping into your divine feminine power, Pisces. You are learning to receive instead of always giving. You are trusting your intuition more deeply. You are going with the flow instead of forcing. You are becoming magnetic to the right people, opportunities, and experiences. This is a major shift from where you were when you were caught up in that toxic dynamic. The sixth card I drew is Wheel of Fortune in Pisces. This card is one of the most powerful cards in the entire tarot deck when it comes to fate, destiny, karma, and major life changes. The Wheel of Fortune represents cycles turning. What goes up must come down, and what goes down must come up. This card is telling me that you are witnessing a complete reversal of fortune between you and this person. When you were with this person, maybe they were on top. Maybe they had the power, the control, the upper hand in the dynamic. Maybe they felt secure in their ability to manipulate you or the situation. Maybe they thought they were winning. But the Wheel of Fortune does not stay in one position. It is constantly turning, and right now it is turning in your favor and very much against theirs. The Wheel of Fortune is confirming everything that the previous cards have been telling you. This is a fated moment. This is not random chance. This is not coincidence. This is the universe executing a divine plan that has been in motion for a while. Every action they have taken, every choice they have made, every bit of negative energy they sent your way has been moving the wheel into position for this karmic correction. And now the wheel has turned far enough that the consequences are unavoidable. What I love about the Wheel of Fortune is that it reminds us that we are not in control of everything. There are forces at play that are bigger than us, wiser than us, more powerful than us. This person thought they could control the outcome through manipulation and spiritual interference. But the Wheel of Fortune says that cosmic forces override human manipulation every time they cannot stop the wheel from turning, no matter how many practitioners they go to or how much money they spend trying to change their fate. The Wheel of Fortune also represents luck and fortune. Your luck is changing dramatically for the better. Things that have been difficult are about to become easier. Doors that were closed are about to open. Opportunities that seemed out of reach are about to become available. The wheel is turning in your favor because you have earned it through your integrity, your strength, and your willingness to walk away from what was not right for you. Conversely, their luck is running out. Whatever advantages they thought they had are evaporating. Whatever they thought they could get away with is catching up to them. The wheel that lifted them up is now bringing them down. And here's the thing about the Wheel of Fortune. When it turns, it often turns quickly and dramatically. The change can be sudden and shocking. One day they feel like they are on top of the world, and the next day their world is falling apart. The Wheel of Fortune is also about accepting what we cannot change. This card is telling you that you do not need to do anything else in this situation. You do not need to defend yourself prove anything, expose them, or seek revenge. The wheel is turning without any effort from you. Karma is handling everything without you needing to lift a finger. Your job is to simply focus on your own life, your own growth, your own blessings, and let the universe handle the rest. I am also getting that the Wheel of Fortune represents a completion of a karmic cycle. This entire experience with this person was meant to teach you something important about yourself, about love, about boundaries, about your worth. You have learned those lessons. You have grown from this experience. And now the cycle is complete and you are being released to move on to your next chapter. The wheel is turning you toward new experiences, new relationships, and new levels of happiness while it turns them toward the consequences they created for themselves. The seventh card is Ten of Swords, and when this card appeared, I actually felt the intensity of what is coming for this person. Ten of Swords is one of the most dramatic cards in the tarot. It represents rock bottom, complete defeat, betrayal, endings that are absolute and painful, the darkest hour before dawn. This card is showing me that this person is about to experience a total collapse of everything they have been trying to maintain. Ten of Swords often depicts a figure lying face down with 10 swords in their back. It is a brutal image and it represents a brutal reality. This person is about to feel absolutely defeated. Everything they have been trying to do to get you back or to mess with your life is going to backfire spectacularly. Every manipulation is going to be exposed. Every lie is going to be revealed. Every spell or working they paid for is going to return to sender with amplified force. The Ten of Swords is showing me that they are going to hit an emotional, mental, and possibly even material rock bottom. What is important to understand about Ten of Swords is that it represents an ending that is final. This is not a temporary setback. This is not something they can bounce back from quickly. This is a complete dismantling of the reality they tried to create through deception and manipulation. The Ten of Swords says the game is over and they lost. There is no comeback from this. There is no redemption arc that puts things back the way they were. This is the end of that chapter of their life, and the end is painful. Ten of Swords also represents betrayal and specifically being stabbed in the back. The irony here is that while they have been trying to betray you, to manipulate you, to hurt you behind your back, they are the ones who are going to experience betrayal. People they trusted are going to turn on them. Secrets they thought were safe are going to be exposed. Alliances they thought were solid are going to crumble. They are about to learn that the energy you put out comes back to you, and they put out a lot of betrayal energy, so that is exactly what they are going to receive. I am also getting that Ten of Swords can represent a mental or emotional breakdown. The weight of their karma, the exposure of their actions, the consequences catching up with them all at once is going to be overwhelming. They might experience a crisis where they cannot function normally. They might need to withdraw from their regular life because they cannot handle facing people who now know the truth about them. The Ten of Swords shows someone who is completely overwhelmed and unable to cope. But here is what is also true about Ten of Swords. It is the darkest hour, but it comes right before the dawn. This card appears right before the Ace of Swords in the tarot sequence, which represents a new beginning, mental clarity, and truth. So while this is going to be incredibly difficult for them, it is also the necessary destruction that comes before any possibility of real transformation. They have to hit rock bottom before they can start to rebuild themselves into a better version. Whether they choose to do that work is up to them, but the opportunity will be there after they go through this dark night of the soul. The Ten of Swords is also telling you that you need to completely detach from this person and their journey. When they hit this rock bottom, they might try to reach out to you. They might try to use their suffering to manipulate you into feeling sorry for them. They might try to pull you back in by playing victim. But the Ten of Swords is asking you to maintain your boundaries and your distance. This is their karma to experience and their lessons to learn. You cannot save them from the consequences of their own actions, and trying to do so would only delay your own blessings and their own growth. The eighth card that came through is Two of Cups, and this card honestly made me emotional when I saw it, because it represents what is coming for you after all of this drama is cleared out of your life. Two of Cups is the soulmate card, the true partnership card, the card of genuine love and mutual respect. While this toxic person is facing their Ten of Swords moment, you are being prepared for a Two of Cups connection. Two of Cups represents a relationship built on equality, respect, genuine affection, and mutual support. This is everything that your connection with this person was not. Two of Cups shows two people looking at each other with love and appreciation, both giving and receiving equally, both honoring and valuing each other. This is what real love looks like, and this is what is coming into your life once the karmic clearing with this person is complete. What is beautiful about Two of Cups appearing in this reading is that it shows you that the universe is not just removing toxicity from your life. It is making space for genuine love to enter. You had to experience what love is not so that you could recognize and appreciate what love truly is when it arrives. This past connection was a contrast experience that taught you what to avoid and what to never accept again. Now you are ready for the real thing. Two of Cups also represents emotional balance and harmony. This new connection that is coming is going to feel peaceful. It is going to feel easy in the best way. Not boring, but not chaotic either. There will not be drama, manipulation, games, or confusion. It is going to be straightforward and honest and healthy. After the chaos of what you just went through, this peaceful, loving energy is going to feel like coming home. I am also getting that Two of Cups can represent reconciliation with yourself. Before you meet this person or this new connection, you are first experiencing a Two of Cups moment with yourself. You are falling in love with yourself again. You are honoring yourself. You are being your own best partner. And that internal Two of Cups is what is going to attract the external Two of Cups. Like attracts like, and when you are whole and loving toward yourself, you attract people who will love you in that same whole and healthy way. The Two of Cups is also about soul recognition. When this new person or opportunity shows up, you are going to know. There will be a recognition, a sense of familiarity, a feeling of this is right. It will not be confusing or questionable. You will not be wondering if they like you or what their intentions are. Two of Cups brings clarity and certainty. You will know that this is different, this is real, and this is what you have been waiting for. What is also significant is that Two of Cups represents choices made from the heart. This person tried to manipulate you back into their life through force and control. But Two of Cups says that real love is a choice made freely from an open heart. When your Two of Cups connection arrives, both of you will be choosing each other clearly and consciously, with no manipulation, no games, and no coercion. Just two hearts recognizing each other and choosing to come together. The ninth card is the High Priestess, and this card is telling me that you have developed incredible intuitive powers through this whole experience. The High Priestess represents intuition, inner wisdom, hidden knowledge, and spiritual gifts. You have learned to trust your gut, to listen to your inner voice, and to see through illusions. This person tried to deceive you, but the High Priestess says you see right through them now. The High Priestess is also telling me that you know things about this person that you could not possibly know through normal means. Your intuition has been showing you what they are doing, who they are talking to, what energy they are sending your way. Even if you do not have physical proof, you know it in your bones, and the High Priestess is confirming that your intuition is absolutely correct. Trust what you are sensing because it is real. What is powerful about the High Priestess is that she represents the veil between the seen and unseen worlds. She can see both sides. She knows what is happening in the material world and what is happening in the spiritual realm. This card is telling me that you have access to information that exists beyond the physical. You are tapped into spiritual truth, and that connection is protecting you and guiding you through this situation. The High Priestess is also about patience and divine timing. She does not force anything. She sits in her power and allows things to unfold as they are meant to. This card is encouraging you to continue to trust the process. You do not need to take action. You do not need to confront anyone or prove anything. You just need to stay connected to your inner wisdom and trust that everything is unfolding perfectly according to divine plan. I am also getting that the High Priestess represents secrets and hidden information. There are things about this person that are going to come to light that will shock you. There are layers to what they have been doing that you do not even know about yet, but the High Priestess is saying that all secrets will be revealed in time. Nothing stays hidden forever, and the truth always comes out. When these revelations come, they are going to validate everything your intuition has been telling you. The High Priestess is also deeply connected to the moon and to cycles. She understands that everything has its season. There is a time for action and a time for stillness. Right now is your time for stillness, for going inward, for trusting your intuition, and for allowing the universe to work on your behalf. You have done the work of setting boundaries and protecting yourself. Now it is time to trust that the spiritual forces at play are handling the rest. The 10th and final card is the Sun in Pisces. When I pulled this card, I literally felt like crying happy tears because this is one of the most positive cards in the entire tarot deck. The Sun represents joy, success, vitality, celebration, happiness, and everything good coming to fruition. After all of the heavy energy we have been moving through in this reading, the Sun is showing me that your future is bright, like absolutely radiant and full of blessings. The Sun is telling me that you are about to enter the happiest period of your life. Everything you have been through, all the pain, all the lessons, all the challenges, they were preparing you for this moment. The Sun comes after the dark night that the other cards have described, and it represents the dawn, the new day, the fresh start. You made it through the darkness, and now you are stepping into the light. What is incredible about the Sun is that it represents success in all areas of life. Career success, relationship success, financial success, personal fulfillment, spiritual growth. Everything is about to align for you in the most beautiful way. The Sun shines on everything equally and brings growth, warmth, and vitality. Your life is about to flourish in ways that you have only dreamed about. The Sun also represents clarity and truth. Everything that was confusing is going to become clear. Everything that was hidden is going to be revealed. The Sun illuminates everything and leaves no shadows. You are going to see this entire situation with perfect clarity. You are going to understand exactly why things happened the way they did, why certain people were in your life, and why others had to leave. And that clarity is going to bring you so much peace. I am also getting that the Sun represents your authentic self. This person tried to dim your light. They tried to make you smaller, quieter, less vibrant. They were threatened by your shine, so they did everything they could to dull it. But the Sun is saying that your light cannot be dimmed. You are meant to shine brightly, and that is exactly what you are about to do. No more hiding, no more shrinking, no more dimming yourself for anyone. You are stepping into your full radiance. The Sun also represents childlike joy and innocence. Not naivety, but the ability to experience pure joy and wonder. This person and this situation tried to make you cynical and hard, but the Sun is restoring your ability to feel joy, to trust, to hope, to believe in good things. You are getting your lightness back. You are remembering how to laugh freely and love openly without fear. That is such a beautiful gift after everything you have been through. What is also significant about the Sun is that it represents visibility and recognition. Your talents, your gifts, your hard work, everything you have to offer is about to be seen and celebrated. If you have been working on projects or goals that have not gotten the recognition they deserve, that is about to change. The Sun brings spotlight energy. People are going to notice you. Opportunities are going to come to you. Your moment is here. The Sun is also about vitality and health. If you have been feeling drained or tired or run down from all the energetic attacks and emotional stress, the Sun is bringing you a major boost of energy. You are going to feel revitalized. You are going to feel alive in a way you have not felt in a long time. Your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, all of it is about to improve dramatically. I am also getting that the sun represents celebration. There is something worth celebrating coming into your life very soon. This could be a literal achievement or milestone that you celebrate, or it could be that you finally feel free enough and happy enough to celebrate life itself. Either way, the sun is telling me that joy and celebration are on the horizon for you. The sun also represents warmth and generosity. You are going to be in such a good place that you will naturally want to share your blessings with others. Your cup is going to be so full that it overflows onto the people around you. You are going to be a source of light and inspiration for others because you made it through your darkness and came out shining on the other side. What is beautiful about the sun as the final card in this reading is that it shows you where all of this is leading. Yes, this person is facing their karma. Yes, justice is being served. Yes, the situation is intense right now. But the reason for all of this clearing and releasing is to make way for the sun energy in your life. The universe is removing what is dark and toxic so that you can step fully into the light. The sun also represents confidence and self-assurance. You are going to walk into this next chapter of your life with your head held high. You are going to know your worth. You are going to trust yourself. You are going to be unshakable in your boundaries and your standards. This person tried to break you down, but instead they helped you build yourself up stronger than ever before. And now the sun is shining on the masterpiece that you have become. So Pisces, let me bring all of these cards together for you because the story they are telling is so clear and so powerful. This person is completely obsessed with you in an unhealthy way, represented by the devil. They cannot let go, and they are running around trying to use spiritual manipulation to force outcomes. But justice is arriving, and they are about to face serious consequences for their actions. The karmic scales are balancing, and truth is coming to light. You have been through so much, shown by the 9 of Wands. You are tired, but you are still standing strong. You have protected yourself and maintained your boundaries, even when it was difficult. And now judgment is bringing a complete karmic reckoning. This person is about to be called to account for everything they have done, and it is going to be undeniable and public. While they are going through that, you are stepping into Empress energy. Abundance is flowing to you. You are blooming and thriving. The wheel of fortune is turning dramatically in your favor while it turns against them. Their luck is running out while yours is just beginning. They are about to hit the 10 of Swords, complete rock bottom and defeat. Everything they tried to build through manipulation is going to collapse. But you, Pisces, you have the 2 of Cups coming. Real love, genuine partnership, emotional fulfillment. The High Priestess is telling you to trust your intuition because it is guiding you perfectly. And the Sun, that beautiful final card, is promising you that your future is so bright. Joy, success, clarity, vitality, celebration. Everything good is coming to you. The contrast between their trajectory and yours could not be more clear. They are descending into darkness while you are ascending into light. They are experiencing loss while you are experiencing gain. They are facing consequences while you are receiving blessings. And all of this is happening because of the choices each of you made. They chose manipulation, obsession, and control. You chose integrity, boundaries, and self-respect. And the universe is responding to those choices accordingly. I want you to understand something really important, Pisces. You do not need to do anything else in this situation. You do not need to confront them. You do not need to expose them. You do not need to seek revenge. Karma is handling everything for you. Your job is to keep your focus on yourself, your healing, your growth, and your blessings. Let the universe handle the people who tried to harm you. Trust that justice is being served, even if you do not see every detail of how it unfolds. What they are experiencing right now is directly related to what they have been doing. When you try to manipulate someone spiritually, when you pay people to send negative energy or spells towards someone, that energy has to go somewhere. And when the intended target is protected or operating at too high a vibration for the energy to land, it bounces back to the sender. Everything they have been trying to send your way is returning to them amplified. That is how spiritual law works. You cannot violate someone's free will without consequences. They thought they could outsmart karma by working in the spiritual realm where things are not visible to the naked eye. But they did not understand that the spiritual realm operates under even stricter laws than the physical realm. You cannot hide your intentions from the universe. You cannot manipulate your way around cosmic justice. What you put out comes back to you, and they are about to learn that lesson in the hardest way possible. I also want to talk about why they are so obsessed with you specifically. When someone becomes this fixated on another person after a relationship ends, it is usually because that person represented something they desperately wanted, but felt they could not have or keep. You represented love, light, authenticity, emotional depth. You offered them something real, and when they could not handle it or did not know how to honor it, they lost it. And losing you has triggered every wound, every insecurity, every fear they have been avoiding their entire life. So, their obsession is not really about you as a person. It is about what you represented to them and what losing you says about them. They cannot accept that they messed up something good. They cannot accept that their own behavior drove you away. They cannot accept that you chose yourself over them. All of that is too painful for their ego to handle, so instead of looking inward and taking responsibility, they are looking outward and trying to control external circumstances. They think if they can just get you back, they will not have to face their own demons, but it does not work that way. The universe is actually being merciful to them right now, even though it does not feel like mercy. By allowing this complete breakdown, by forcing this confrontation with their shadow self, by making it impossible for them to continue avoiding the truth, the universe is giving them an opportunity to genuinely transform. Whether they take that opportunity is up to them, but they will never get better by continuing on the path they have been on. Sometimes rock bottom is the greatest gift because it is the only thing that forces real change. For you, Pisces, this whole experience has been a massive catalyst for your growth and evolution. You have learned so much about yourself through this. You have learned about your worth, your strength, your resilience, your intuition. You have learned what you will and will not tolerate. You have learned how to set boundaries and maintain them. You have learned how to walk away from something that looks good on the surface, but feels wrong in your soul. All of these lessons are priceless, and they are going to serve you for the rest of your life. You are also learning to trust the universe in a deeper way. You are learning that you do not have to fight every battle yourself. You are learning that sometimes the best action is non-action, allowing cosmic forces to work on your behalf. You are learning that when you operate with integrity and stay in your lane, the universe has your back. These are powerful spiritual lessons that many people never learn. I want you to prepare yourself for news or information that is going to come to you relatively soon. Based on the energy of these cards, especially Justice, Judgment, and Ten of Swords, you are going to hear something or find out something that validates everything you have been sensing. This might come through mutual friends, through social media, through direct observation, or through some other channel. When this information comes, try not to gloat or feel satisfaction in their downfall. Just acknowledge that karma is real and then redirect your focus back to your own blessings. Also, be prepared for the possibility that they might try to reach out to you when things start falling apart for them. When people hit rock bottom, they often reach out to people from their past looking for comfort, support, or rescue. If they contact you, you do not owe them anything. You do not owe them a response. You do not owe them your time, your energy, or your emotional labor. You have already given them more than enough. Your healing and your peace are your priority now. Protect those fiercely. The Two of Cups energy that is coming for you is so exciting. This new connection, whether it is romantic or a deep friendship, or even a business partnership, is going to restore your faith in relationships. You are going to see that not everyone operates the way this person did. There are people out there who will honor you, respect you, appreciate you, and love you properly. You just had to clear out the toxic energy first to make space for the healthy energy to arrive. 2. The Sun as your final card is really the promise that all of this has a happy ending for you. You are not just surviving this situation, you are thriving beyond it. You are not just recovering, you are ascending to new heights. This challenging chapter is closing and an absolutely beautiful chapter is opening. Everything you went through is going to make sense when you see where you end up. You are going to look back and be grateful that things happened exactly the way they did, because it led you to where you are meant to be. Your spiritual team wants you to know that they have been with you every step of the way through this. You have not been alone even in your loneliest moments. Your guides, your angels, your ancestors, they have been running interference, sending you signs, orchestrating circumstances behind the scenes to protect you and guide you toward your highest good. The protection you have felt, the strength you have found, the intuition that has guided you, none of that was accidental. You have been divinely supported this entire time. As you move forward, keep doing your spiritual protection work. Keep your vibration high through activities that bring you joy and peace. Keep trusting your intuition because it will never lead you wrong. Keep honoring your boundaries, even if people try to make you feel guilty about them. Keep choosing yourself, even when it would be easier to fall back into old patterns. Keep your eyes on your own path and let other people deal with the consequences of theirs. Remember that you cannot heal someone who does not want to be healed. You cannot save someone who is not ready to be saved. You cannot love someone into changing when they have no intention of doing the inner work. Your love and your energy are precious resources, and they should only be given to people who value them and reciprocate them. Everyone else can be released with love and left to their own journey. The universe is orchestrating something beautiful for you right now. While this person is having their whole world turned upside down by karma, your world is expanding and filling with light. Stay in gratitude, stay in faith, stay in your power. Everything is working out exactly as it should. Justice is being served, balance is being restored, and you are being blessed beyond measure. So that is your reading, Pisces. 10 powerful cards telling a story of karma, justice, transformation, and ultimate victory. This person is facing the consequences of trying to manipulate and control, and you are stepping into a future full of love, abundance, joy, and success. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust the universe. Your best days are ahead of you, and nothing from your past can stop what is coming for you. Now. Thank you so much for being here and for allowing me to share these messages with you. I hope this reading brought you clarity, confirmation, and peace. Remember that you are protected, you are guided, and you are deeply loved by the universe. Everything is unfolding perfectly for your highest good.